Oh, okay. How the fuck?
There you go, Nightmare. He's talking in all chat there, bud.
Yeah, he's in all chat. Oh, is he in his Nova?
It's 105 tons. If Malbosher's still in his Executioner, he definitely ain't in his Nova.
Yeah. Oh, he's in his Cheetah. Got it. Doesn't matter. You'll see it soon enough.
Like I said, he's talking to you in all chat there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that thing's still broken.
Personally, I just say random.
I get to set the stage. I mean, as much abuse as this guy has given me, I don't feel very giving back right now. I already gave him the opportunity to name any rules he wanted, and the only one he wanted was consumables.
Yeah.
I say if you beat him, you let Little Lloyd Fauntleroy bugger him.
Well, he's just going to take like a PPC RT Cheetah and run away from me all over the map. I mean...
Yeah, he's going to go find a place to hide.
Yeah. No, Kerm, I'm not doing random map with him.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit back here and chill and sip on my coffee. Let me know when I need to change something.
Nice, Nightmare.
You know how most duels were settled in the Old West?
Handguns at 20 paces.
Pistols at noon.
No. They would bushwhack the guy, shoot him in the back.
That was the bandits' way.
No, that was generally the way it worked.
Oh my
The rest
gosh.
is Hollywood.
Before the 1800s and the Renaissance era, the notaries not only notarized contracts, but they also notarized dual contracts.
Yeah, probably
the two parties would sit down in like a form.
Maybe they had a little tougher time, but the average folk or the middle class, you would just bushwhack the guy.
And like I said, in the Renaissance era, when it was like mostly rapiers or even like pistols and rapiers, like the groups would sit across from each other who had a feud, and there would be a notary in the middle with a book, and they would write the duel out.
And shit,
Oh yeah.
But I mean, generally, most people would just get bushwhacked. I suppose if you were a lord, that had a manor and a reputation to protect with the code of conduct, you had a little more at stake than some guy who was a baker and had a feud with some butcher. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, and see, that's things that were put into the contract, like with duels going on. Some guys would kill the lord, but they didn't inherit the territory, and that because he had a son, and it was in the dueling contract that all my property passes to my son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Good a legacy more than just a manor to protect.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to have a will, that's a pretty boss way to give it. This guy's learned to brag.
So I said, I'm just sitting here drinking coffee because all I can see is white text scrolling up. I'm like, when I'm told to change the map, I'll do something.
No, don't change anything.
Well, that's why I'm just sitting here.
Sorry I even brought it up, Nightmare.
Yep. My goodness.
Yeah, their seconds would arrange everything, wouldn't they? From
Yeah,
the
Pretty much.
they didn't
testing
have
the
a
Yes,
second.
pistols
their
and everything.
lieutenants would do so. Like
Yeah.
if
Have
lords
them.
were dueling, the lieutenants would arrange the duels, and a lot of Renaissance era duels, the seconds would be like the lieutenants would be the fighter.
Oh, really?
Yes, the lieutenant would fight the duel for the lord. That was his honor of being his lieutenant. He was his swordman. If the lord was walking through the streets and wasn't armed, and somebody tried to accost the lord, the lieutenant would step up with blade in hand.
Right.
Oh,
Also,
that's right. The lords were all in
Yeah.
the hood, the big white wigs and the
Yeah.
tights and
Also,
the baggy handkerchief.
when a lord or a nobleman got married, he wasn't allowed to wear a weapon into the church. Nobody was. The only stipulation was the best man was allowed to wear a weapon.
Right, and that's why he was called the best man.
Yeah, because he took his best man into the church.
Mm.
Let me get this straight. Out of the wig and the tights, the handkerchief was baggy?
For what?
Yeah, and then the little purse, like
Like
CK Louis CK. Yeah, get me something. Throw it in a little faggy way. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, that's
But-
hilarious.
But I think they should bring back cod pieces. I'd wear a really big one, like with a
no,
skull on it.
I want a merkin. We need to bring back merkins.
Cubic wigs for everyone.
Prosthetic pubic hairs.
I personally just want to bring back Viking law to deal with all these Muslims wanting Shiite law. They want to be able to turn around and stone a woman or slap a woman just because she looked at them
There's
funny.
a lot of Christians that want Christian law in the United States.
No, I don't go to the point of saying Christian law because that's a flawed law. It's been flawed for a really long time. Viking law
So is
was
the
not
Muslim
flawed.
law. So
I'm
is
not
Jewish
questioning
law.
that
They're all
either.
nuts.
But Viking law was probably the best code of conduct. If you stole from somebody and they caught you, they dragged you before the lord or the earl or the jarl. The jarl passed sentence, and usually you had to run a gauntlet where people threw rocks and tomatoes and that at you. But once you passed through that, that was it. It's over. It's done with. The punishment has been met. Move on.
Yeah, I think all religions are nuts.
They got the pros and their cons.
They're nuts. That's just me,
Yeah, fair enough. I don't question
But
anybody's
I
belief
think
system.
the one that's not nuts is if you believe in Zeus and the pantheon of gods. Now those are real. See, my religion's not nuts, but everybody else's religion is nuts.
Isn't that what we all believe?
I gotta go with the Vikings because Odin promised to get rid of all the frost giants. Do you guys see any frost giants around?
Yeah, I agree. There you go.
He's got my vote.
Odin gets shit
You
done.
would like the book by Neil Gaiman called American Gods. Have you ever read that book?
No,
Yeah,
I
I've heard
haven't.
of it.
I
You
kind
should
of.
check it out. It's a classic. It's American Gods. And see, the gods, because people aren't believing as much anymore, they're like normal people now. They don't have as much power, but it's a great book. So
Huh.
if you ever get a chance, check it out.
Piece of fiction, I take it?
It's a piece of fiction by Neil Gaiman, yeah.
Huh.
See, the thing I've been reading a lot lately is there's a lot of really good authors out there that are in the whole kind of counterfactual era right now. Like the what if situation, like what if Japan actually had taken over the Pacific, or what if
alternate
Hitler had
history?
won? Oh, it is so great.
Yeah, yeah. Or if the Germans won.
Yeah, it's so great because it totally gives you that wow, and the way they write it, it's really believable based on the way the ruler was at the time. I was like, man, that's intense.
Yeah, the main character in American Gods is Odin.
Odin Allfather gave up an eye so he
The
would
guy
have
with the eye patch.
immense
yeah.
wisdom.
And the black bird, I think it is. Two blackbirds.
The Raven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they were Hugin and Mugen. They're actually portrayed in MWO, or
Yeah.
one of them is.
The Ravens. Basically, every time it's said Odin comes to Earth, he assumes the form of the Raven.
So I think you would like that book. And his son Thor, the guy doesn't know he's Thor. See? He doesn't know it. But he's
Does he have
kinda
Mirror around?
Huh?
Does he have his
No,
hammer?
no, but he's just kind of a dude who's hard on his luck, works in a factory, and
Oh, nice.
but he has okay,
So
you know,
we're
he has
going with
these
the
special
adventures
things.
and
He
babysitting version of
dreams and
Thor.
things like that. So
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a really weird thing, but a lot of Scandinavian people now have blue eyes, but back around then, blue eyes, like really bright blue eyes, was thought to be Odin touched.
Huh.
Because they make reference, a lot of Viking lore makes reference to a warrior with bright blue eyes, and they claim he's Odin touched,
Huh.
or a son of Odin.
Okay. I'm not up
Just
on the
like
Norse mythology. That's
also with the Vikings, whenever it rained and the thunder and lightning was prevalent, they claimed the lightning was Thor banging on his anvil.
That's
I
interesting.
thought it was his wife.
My goodness, this guy is just...
No, that's the thunder.
Hmm.
squirrely.
Come on, come on, just fight already.
You don't understand what he's put me through on the forums, man. I mean, I have never, ever,
Well, from what I've
in my
gathered so far,
entire
he's got to stop
life,
playing MechWarrior and go into politics.
I've never in my entire life been so thoroughly insulted, publicly and privately, as by this person.
No, he keeps switching the subject within the subject within
Yeah,
the
and he
subject.
Oh,
keeps changing the
this guy
subject.
has darted the answer so many times in what
Yeah.
he's said. Like he's all the way around the whole. Basically, he's like wiping the asshole, but not dealing with
my
the problem in
goodness.
the middle.
He just keeps squirming out.
See, here you
Yeah,
go
I
again.
get I
Here he
get
goes
that a
again.
lot. It's the what ifs, not the what about this people, or why not this? Is it why not this, or what about this, or why don't they do this? It's yeah. But see, in order to have a debate, you need to have some assumptions that you agree upon, and if you don't agree upon any, then you really can't have a conversation.
See, I swear to God, I should like record this conversation and
I
send it
am.
to like Capitol Hill so you can get him in as a politician.
What are you guys talking about now?
He's busy squirming around on Artie's.
Well, we've been at this long enough. I need to go get another coffee. I'll be back.
I need to poo pretty soon. I had a big Chinese buffet meal earlier today.
What use is Artie during a duel anyway? Too easy to dodge. Oh wait, this guy can't dodge Artie. That's his whole complaint.
There's another good author called, his name is, God, what the heck? Bernard Cornwell, he wrote called The Saxon Chronicles.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's really good.
Huh.
And it has a lot of British history in it. When the
Okay.
Vikings were raiding, you know, and
Yeah.
the Saxons and that. It's really good.
Huh. Check it out. What was his name again?
Bernard Cornwell.
Cornwell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Historical fiction, I like that. You know, they take the real, like that one guy said, you take real history, but you
Right.
don't alternate it, but you put fictional characters within real historical settings.
Right.
So I see we're no further ahead than when I left.
Yes.
Alright, I'm dropping the lobby.
All right.
Later, Nightmare.
All right. See
I
ya.
didn't say I was dropping the game. I just said I'm dropping
Alright.
the lobby. I'll do normal drops for you guys.
He's still ranting.
Yeah, he's still ranting.
You guys aren't going to do this then?
Nope, he will
Oh,
not.
okay.
He
Let
will
him.
not agree to the terms.
Yeah, I think he's nuts.
What the hell's a virgiloid?
I don't even want to know.
No,
And
he said, "Tell
apparently
your
you
boy
need to grow a pair.
I'm out. I gotta pee anyway.